Since many people, including myself, are wrapping up their first playthrough of Elden Ring, most of us have been thinking about the same thing.
DLC.
But as of right now, there's no official news hinting at a DLC for Elden Ring, or so we thought. The only From Software Souls game that didn't have a DLC is Sekiro. Sure, Demon's Souls didn't either, but that was the first of the series and it wasn't quite successful enough to justify one. My guess with Sekiro is that they wanted to keep it the way that it was due to it being more of an experimental project for them. They could have easily made Fountainhead Palace a DLC and it almost feels like a FromSoft DLC, but I think they just wanted to see how people reacted to the new style of storytelling and the combat formula. Elden Ring is obviously their most ambitious project yet, so it's extremely difficult to imagine that there won't be a DLC for it. Before I get into a couple of reasons why, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on everything Elden Ring related so you don't miss out. Anyway, we know that From Software isn't cash grabby like some of these other developers. But let's be real, they still need to make money. If you look at it as a business, it only makes logical sense to release a DLC. The game is massively successful, and anyone who is disappointed by the game isn't going to be affected by a DLC. The immense number of players that do enjoy the game, including myself, are going to buy it without hesitation. Also, since From Software doesn't release games annually like other development companies, they usually try to give their fans enough content to hold them over while they create their next masterpiece. With how much work went into this game, it's pretty reasonable to assume that there were many ideas that weren't used for the main game that may come later. There have been multiple rumors and leaks on Reddit regarding a PvP Coliseum that was cut from the main game but is said to make a return for the DLC. Normally, this wouldn't convince me, but seeing as Dark Souls 3 did something similar with the undead matches, I could definitely see this being a possibility. It's also hard to believe that they would release something like this alone without any additional content for the game. Aside from all the logical reasoning that's been explained, I think there's a lot more room in the story for additional content as well. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know even a single bit of the lore in these games, but their obtuse nature always seems to allow for more paths to go in regards to the story, meaning additional content. From what I've seen about the lore though, there still seems to be a lot of unanswered questions that remain in the main game. Why do they call him Big Hat Logan? Personally, I would absolutely love a boss rush mode, but I'm pretty sure that they confirmed that this would not be happening. Either way, there is so much potential for additional content in this game, and I cannot wait to see what they have in store. If you want to see my review of Elden Ring after 100 hours, click the video on the screen right here, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.